This is AI News today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. The big story today comes from Google's major product showcase in New York City, where they completely reimagined their annual Made by Google event. Instead of the typical tech keynote format we're all used to, Google went bold with a late-night talk show setup, complete with Jimmy Fallon hosting executives and celebrities. But the real star of the show wasn't the entertainment, it was AI. Specifically, Google's Gemini AI, which was woven into absolutely everything they announced. Let's talk about what this means for the smartphone wars, because this could be a game changer. While Apple has been struggling to roll out new AI features on iPhones, Google just unveiled their Pixel 10 lineup with AI baked into every corner of the experience. We're talking about 4 new phones starting at $800. And while they might look identical to last year's models on the outside, Google is betting that smarter AI-powered software will be enough to win users over. The standout feature here is something called visual overlays for the camera. Imagine pointing your phone at something and getting real-time AI information overlaid right on your screen. There's also a proactive feature called Magic Cue that anticipates what you might need. A camera coach to help you take better photos, and voice translate that works during phone calls in real time. Think about that for a moment. You could be having a conversation with someone who speaks a completely different language, and your phone would translate everything on the fly. Powering all of this is Google's new custom chip called the Tensor G5. This is a big technical leap. Google switched from Samsung to TSMC for manufacturing, and the result is 60% more powerful AI processing compared to the previous generation. This means more AI features can run directly on your phone without needing an internet connection, and it should hopefully solve those overheating issues that plagued earlier Pixel phones. But Google didn't stop at phones. They announced something called Gemini for Home, which might be their biggest smart home upgrade in years. Picture this: an AI assistant that doesn't just turn your lights on and off, but can handle complex requests around your house, suggest recipes based on what's actually in your fridge, and have natural conversations with you through Gemini Live. It's like having a knowledgeable friend living in your smart speakers. Even their health and fitness products got the AI treatment. Fitbit now has a built-in AI health coach that provides personalized guidance based on your 24/7 health data, workout recommendations, and sleep insights. The new Pixel Watch 4 takes this further by personalizing workouts based on how well you slept the night before. And here's something cool. The new Pixel Buds include AI-powered gesture controls, so you can accept or decline calls simply by nodding or shaking your head. No more fumbling for your phone when your hands are full. Next up, let's talk about what's happening in the business world of AI. Anthropic, the company behind Claude AI, just made a major move that enterprise customers have been requesting for months. They've bundled Claude Code, that's their command line coding assistant, into their regular enterprise plans. What makes this interesting is that it can now seamlessly integrate with regular Claude chatbots to help businesses automatically turn customer feedback into actionable product changes. This puts Anthropic in direct competition with Google and GitHub's business coding tools, and it addresses those frustrating usage limits that customers have been complaining about. Shifting gears to some international developments, there's a brewing situation between the US and China that could cost Nvidia billions in chip sales. Chinese regulators are now pushing major companies like Alibaba and ByteDance to stop using Nvidia's H20 processors. These chips were specifically designed for the Chinese market to comply with US export restrictions. The pushback comes after some inflammatory comments from US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, where he appeared to celebrate selling watered-down semiconductors as a strategy to maintain technological dependence. Beijing officials called his remarks insulting, and now they're taking action that could seriously impact Nvidia's revenue. Let me share a quick productivity tip that's actually pretty useful. Google Docs now has a feature where AI can read your documents out loud to you. Here's how it works. Just go to Tools, then Audio, then Listen to this tab, and Google will read the contents of your current document. You can even insert a play button directly into your document for easy access later. This is great for catching errors in your writing, absorbing information better, or just giving your eyes a break during long editing sessions. In some fascinating social media buzz today, an OpenAI scientist named Sebastian Bubeck made a potentially stunning claim that GPT-5 Pro was able to create entirely new mathematical solutions, and he shared the actual proof. If this is verified, it could represent a major breakthrough in AI's ability to contribute to fundamental research rather than just processing existing information. However, there's an interesting counterpoint to all this AI excitement. Notable computer scientist Francois Chollet points out that while almost 50% of U.S. workers are now using AI tools, labor productivity growth is actually lower than it was in 2020. He suggests this might be a sign that we've overestimated AI's immediate impact on productivity. It's a reminder that adoption and actual productivity gains don't always move in lockstep. And finally, today, there are some interesting corporate developments worth noting. OpenAI's CFO, Sarah Friar, mentioned that the company may start selling AI infrastructure services to other firms in the future, which could open up entirely new revenue streams beyond their current chatbot and API business. Meanwhile, Meta has reportedly implemented a hiring freeze for AI workers after major spending on AI talent acquisition. This year attracted investor scrutiny. It seems like even the biggest tech companies are having to balance their AI ambitions with financial realities. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.